Hi everyone, welcome to UTV Guna and our show. We're Roaring Gunners from the City of Joy with Sauradeep from the Arsenal Bengal official supporters group. Hey bro, how are you?
Yeah, it's been good. Everything's been nice. Yeah, it's a bit topsy-turvy at the moment, regarding Arsenal, but yeah, things are fine. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good. Busy working and enjoying the football. Enjoyed last night's game. Didn't enjoy the game on Sunday against Man United. We'll get into that in a minute. Before we talk about it, though, say rest in peace to Queen Elizabeth. Unfortunately, yesterday the news that she passed away, and it also means that all this weekend's football games are being postponed. So we won't be previewing our match against Everton. But since our last show, we spoke just before the Man United game, really hopeful of making it 6 wins out of six. We're getting there in good form. We played well, but just unfortunately, some mistakes got caught out on the break and they managed to win the game 3-1. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, man, I think I have to say that I really can't complain the way we performed. The performance was top class. I don't remember the last time that we created so many chances in an away game against the top six club. So the performance was super, but there was certain naivety in the defense, I do believe, because these are young players, so they are supposed to make some odd mistakes and all. But we move on. I can't really get too much critical about the result because these boys have been doing well. These boys are good. They've shown offensively, they completely, tore apart United in the first half. The only thing that, mattered that we should have scored, but we didn't, and then they score the first goal. We get one, and in the second half, the way we started, the way we played in the first 15, 20 minutes since we scored was outstanding, man. It was superb. The football that the likes of Martinelli, Jesus, and also the likes of Saka and all these guys played was superb. But again, there was two chances and they took all of them, two defensive mistakes. Gabriel, I think he has been shaky. It's been a very shaky start for him in this season, and it continued in that game as well. So yeah, it's a thing of concern, I do believe, because he was poor there, and also in third goal, I think William Saliba was at fault as well. But yeah, we move on. The performance was superb. Really, this was yeah. You are supposed to lose one game, my friend. After winning 5 games. So yeah, I was expecting around 16 points from the first 6 games, but we have got 15. So yeah, we move on. But yeah, another thing I wanna also say is that the refereeing in English Premier League, I've been saying it for a long time. It's been abysmal, and it was quite, bamboozling to see why the goal that we scored from Gabriel Martinelli was disallowed. I really don't know, because it was a soft foul if, at maximum on Ericsson. He goes down, and suddenly when it's Arsenal, you have to give every decision against us. So yeah, I really don't know what kind of things that's been happening around this refereeing and all this VR and all. I think this is this is poor. This is absolutely poor. The referee was in the field. He could see that it was a soft foul, and he played on. And then again, when VAR sees there is no clear and obvious error was there. Absolutely nothing was there, man. It was just maybe a gentle niggle, and he fell over. And how can you really disallow that goal on the basis of that? I really don't know. And I do believe that if had we taken the lead at that time, I think the result would have been different. I think we would have won the game. I'm pretty confident to say that. And but yeah, man, dejected, but really really proud of the way we played. You could see also the fans there after the game. They were chanting. They were still there, encouraging, singing their song for the players. So yeah, the feeling is good. Yeah, we have lost it. It's okay. We move on, and hopefully we can not repeat all these mistakes that we have made. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We've got to learn from our mistakes. And we know we've got a very young team, so inexperienced. We just hope that we can learn from the mistakes. As Arteta was saying after the game, it's a game we can take a lot from and learn from. In terms of the refereeing, yes, we know the standards are so poor at the moment. We've seen so many mistakes. We saw so many issues just on this weekend with VAR. Really don't understand what's going on with that. They really need to work on improving the standards of refereeing. But that game's gone now. We move on. After that, it was the Europa League, which we played in last night. Saw a much changed team. So Arteta rotating, had a mix of some of the first team players, but some of our squad players got a chance, the likes of Marquinhos, who got the opening goal, a really good goal. It was a difficult game because it was only 2-1 in the end. We were very dominant, but it was closer than expected. And they got to give them credit, they fought well, but we came through, got the win 2-1. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, decent game, it's Europa League and these cup games will always be, more of playing on second field team, playing the more players on who are at the periphery of Arteta's system and plan. So yeah, you could see the likes of Marquinhos, the likes of Fabio Vieira, Turner as well. He did well. I think Marquinhos was outstanding. The way he took his first goal was superb, and then the celebration also. Vieira was decent as well. Same, I think Matt Turner had a wobbly moment in the first half when he just get the ball away in the box and they could have scored from there. But apart from that, it was a hard fought victory, I'll have to say, because you can Zurich at their own home. They're the Swiss champions as well. They haven't had the best of the start this season, but they're a decent team. They fought well. Their supporters were outstanding as well. The way they were singing, the way they were celebrating behind their goal was superb. That's the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, it was a decent victory, and I'm really happy that we have started this European journey with a win because it's very easy to draw or lose in this kind of games because you are not playing your strongest team. Although like the Saka or Jesus came on in the second half, but still the majority of the half of the game actually the likes of Vieira and Marquinhos and Holding played the full match. So yeah, it's decent time for them, good game minutes for them as well under the kitty. So yeah, good victory. We have started with a victory in in the Europa League. They remember that the top team in the group, goes directly to the knockout stages because knockout stages, I mean the last 16, because then otherwise, if you qualify as being the second team in the group, then you have to play the playoff against the third place club in the Champions League who were demoted to the Europa League as well. So this kind of things are there as well. So it's decent that we have started with 3 points. I think next games we do have the likes of PSV, Boro, Glimt, and these are not easy matches as well. These all won't be easy matches. Remember it, PSV are a decent team. Boro, Glimt, they eventually beat Roma, the last season's Europa Conference League champions, both home and away. So yeah, so it's been a good start, but we'll have to keep it going because I think it's more of the test for the reserve players. But I think as the tournament progresses, I think we're going to see more of these players. But overall, it's a good start for us, and really happy with Marquinhos and our overall result. Eddie and Ketty as well, I'll have to say, he scored a goal as well. Probably should have scored another one, but still, he has started. He has opened up as well, so it's good. He's off the mark, and it was quite necessary as well that he gets the goal because once he starts scoring goals, gets the goal. Once he gets one goal, he gets we have seen that he gets multiple. So yeah, good signs all over.
Yeah, it was great to see Marquinhos get his first goal. The emotion you saw in his face, it meant
Yeah,
a lot to him.
yeah, he was crying. Yeah.
Really good to see some of our younger players get a chance in this competition. So let's talk now a bit more about the Premier League. So over the weekend, we saw how difficult the Premier League is with some of our rivals dropping points. We saw that Everton and Liverpool finished 0-0. Really good game, that one. Don't know how it finished 0-0 because there was many chances. Both teams hit the post and bar, and it was a good derby. But again, Liverpool dropped points. But they also really struggled in the Champions League. The other day against Napoli, got beat 4-1 there. So they've had a really
Absolutely
poor start
demolished.
to the season. We know there are some injuries. We know that Mane's left them now, so they're adapting their team, but they've really struggled at the start of this season.
I think they're missing Jota big time because he has been since he has joined Liverpool, he has been scoring goals left, right, and center. I think they're missing the goal scoring ability in him. But apart from that, I think yeah, Mane's absence his departure has been a huge void, and I don't really think that the likes of Luis Diaz or Salah at the moment, who has not been in the best of touches, filled it. So yeah, but still, Liverpool are always a big team. Their result, their midweek result in the Champions League was more shocking to me because Osimhen, he absolutely, dominated Van Dijk in the match, and that is the thing that they will have to, keep in mind because these are the likes of players that were getting the better of their defenders, of their prime defenders. So yeah, Liverpool, there are a lot of things to be concerned about for them. But yeah, still, they're a decent team. We have to say that you have to respect that. But obviously, they are for the taking this season. And also, you'll have to say about the Tuchel sack as well. That was a shock to me because my goodness, he gave him the Champions League in his first season, and now suddenly he's gone. So these are the things. But this has always been the model of Chelsea. This has always been their way of recruitment and their way of sacking. We have seen with the likes of Mourinho, with the likes of was the guy Roberto Di Matteo who won them the Champions League as well. We have seen it the likes of Antonio Conte. So yeah, it's kind of baffling, but it works for them. So yeah, a lot of things to learn from Premier League because you really can't take it for granted. And I think we're learning this.
Yeah, it's quite a shock that Chelsea's acting. Must be something going on there behind the scenes. We know we're hearing some comments about certain things involving the transfers and stuff. So something's not being right there behind the scenes. We've had a very poor start and they've decided to sack him. A team that we know is really strong and is doing so well with their new striker Haaland. Manchester City, we saw them the other day in the Champions League win 4-0. But however, in the league, their last game against Aston Villa, they only managed to get a point in that one. Got to give it to Aston Villa, they played really well and got the 1-1 draw. So Man City dropped a couple more points. It means even though we lost to Man United, we are still top and ahead of them. We know how strong they are. We know that it's so early in the season, but even they are showing they have got some flaws. But at the same time, you know how such a good team they are. And with Haaland now, you got to say they're looking like the clear favourites to win the Premier League.
Absolutely, people were saying that Liverpool and Man City are the front runners and who are light years ahead of the other clubs. Maybe Chelsea at a better position than the rest of Arsenal, Tottenham, and United. And maybe Arsenal and United, Man United were the least, fancy teams who are gonna get the top four. I think people were everywhere you could see the likes of City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham. But I think both Arsenal and United are doing well. Yes, City obviously. I think now the clear favorites to win the league this season because the way Liverpool has started, the way Liverpool are looking as well, the team overall, they're a good team. They have decent players. They have a great coach, but still, it's looking like that they're lacking something. You could see from their results the way they got beaten. They got beaten by Napoli in the Champions League. Also, their Premier League results haven't been that good. They got a last gasp victory against Newcastle as well. I think that could have been a draw as well. So yeah, all are not well for Liverpool, and that clearly means that City are now the overwhelming favorites to win the league. But you never know, man. You never know who are top of the league after 6 games. So, so yeah, strange things can happen. But I'm not gonna go into that because I would rather we will have to be more realistic. If something happens, we let it be. We shouldn't be thinking about that. If something happens, it may. But let's just be realistic at this moment because top four is our hope. Top four is our goal, rather. So we should be getting that, and I think the top four is up for grabs as well because I really don't think Liverpool and City are going to be going away with the league this season. At maybe City, but Liverpool, I really don't fancy them.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I was just saying, it's early days for us. We just got to take it game by game. We have a better idea of how a season's going to go for a team, like after 10, 12 games in. So, after that period, we're 6 games in only now. So let's see where we're at after 10, 12 games. It'll give us a better idea. But even then, it's just about taking it game by game. We know in October, got some real big tests then. Tottenham, Liverpool, and Man City all in that same month. So we'll have a better idea soon of how the season's panning out for us and other teams. Just to finish, I wanted to ask you, what's the vibe there among your supporters group in Kolkata there?
Positive, things are very positive here, in I think everywhere as well, because you could see the change in the mentality and change in the dynamism of Arsenal Football Club, the way the players are playing, the way the effort they're giving their efforts, the mindset, the what should I say, the resilience. This is the difference is massive. You can see a clear daylight than what it was before and what it is now. So there is clear an instillment of hope. Obviously, the people are more optimistic at this moment, and these young players are really making us dream that we really believe that there is something, there is some silver lining, and there is a really, we can see the light at the end of a real long and dark tunnel. So yeah, feeling is very optimistic, feeling is very upbeat. I must say, people are very happy with the way things are going. Yeah, people are disappointed with the United loss, but still, you could see that everybody is reverberating the same thing that I have said you. People are okay, yeah, they're sad that we lost, but still they held the performance of the players. They really loved the way we played, and now we move on. What we should be doing is that we learned it, as Arteta said last match. We have learned a lot of things from that game, and now we'll have to implement on that to the next game so that we don't really make the same mistake yet again. So the feeling is good among the supporters. People are optimistic, and yeah, looking forward to the season.
Yeah, let's hope it's going to be a really good season for us. And
Yep.
looking forward to speaking to you next week.
Sure.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and may we continue our merry way. Come on, you Arsenal.
Yeah, come on, you guys. So that's all from us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share.